one thing about owning a pool is, I mean, it can be labor intensive or it can be really easy. One thing people joked about is your best day is the first one that you have the pool or the day that you get rid of it. We have one that's partially buried. It's an above ground. As I said, it's a saltwater pool, so it has the catalyzer to the left there. It's a retrofit system. And then you have the filter to the far right. It's a cartridge system, and then in the middle you have the skimmer. One thing that I did the first year we had it is make it so that it was self-leveling. We had a lot of water due to rain, heavy, like record-setting heavy rain the year that we put this pool in, and I would be at work and come home and find that it was filled to the brim, and draining it and maintaining it got to be kind of labor intensive. When I came home and had to run the kids somewhere and only had a couple of minutes and noticed the pool was, you know, way too high, it got to be a little stressful. So I'm going to show you a simple way to make your pool self-leveling with just a couple of fittings that you're already probably using. You could cut this in pretty easily. So you have your recommended height inside the skimmer. Usually the manufacturer will have some suggestion on where your water level should be in here. So what I did is, based on that, I cut in a 1.5 inch PVC-Y down here, and I stepped it over and brought it up and put a long sweep like you would put on a like if you were making a P-trap. You can get these Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, wherever, for probably $2. So the bottom of the fitting should be where your manufacturer's recommended level in the skimmer should be, or where your preference on the depth of water in your pool is. If you want your water to be a little lower than this, then you cut this piece a little shorter so that the bottom of this fitting is where your water level is. And then as rainwater comes into the pool, as the skimmer fills up, when it gets to that height, it runs out through your overflow down here, which is just a piece of 1.5 inches. Take a powerhead like you would get for an aquarium. They're about $20 or so. You can get it off Amazon. You can get it at a pet store. You spend a few bucks. You take a soda bottle, cut the end off of it, and then you take the powerhead adapter that comes with them, and you stick it in the soda bottle, and then pop that over the end of the powerhead. So I have some polyester wadding, like you would stick in a pillow, or if you're sewing, it's dirt cheap, so that you can't plug up your pump with debris. And then I have a piece of nylon tubing that you can stick inside of a hose here that goes over the powerhead end. So pumps from here, pushes here. So you stick it into a scrap piece of garden hose to get it away from the pool, throw it in the water, pump it out. Same thing if you want to pump out a rain barrel or anything else. If you want to move water, it's a little slow, but that's fine. For $20 and an old bottle that you can get out of the recycle bin at work or wherever, you just put together your own simple pump. Okay, that thing is all full of mucky leaves and pine needles, so I'll put it in the wheelbarrow and compost it, and we'll reuse it. We took this piece off that went over and out, and we're replacing it with this piece and an elbow that comes into the tank so we can catch rainwater for the pool. Okay, so we cut a piece of screen. We're gonna put the screen in the hole. Push it in a bit. Okay, we were lucky enough to have a downspout right here by the pool. So what I'm going to do is shorten it up a little bit and run it in here with an extension on it to work on filling the pool. So made a little bracket to keep pitch on this and to hold the eave a little bit. Okay, we got a bunch of tree debris that blew in with the storm, but we have filled the pool all the way up to capacity. So we have the downspout that we piped off the roof coming in, and then the tote. We put a power head in there and put a piece of PVC running to this downspout just so we could reach the pool to finish it off. So we'll take the cover off, run the filter, clean this up, hose that cover down, and we should be good to go.